Hey, Facebook. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Y'all come on in the room. So I wanted to come live this morning because I wanted to talk about this weekend, a recap of the amazing Global Legacy Holiday Gala and Holiday Celebration weekend. I wanted to go live and just talk about how I experienced this weekend, what I took away from this weekend. So y'all come on in the room. Come on in the room. I just want to make sure that you guys can hear me and see me loud and clearly. Okay, perfect. You can hear me. I mean, you can see me. Can you hear me? Yay! You can hear me. All right, so let's get this party started. You can hear me. All right, so let's get this party started. Okay, so you guys, my name is Cheryl Mazik, and I am the CEO and visionary of Ladies of Faith Over Fear. And so, Ladies of Faith Over Fear is a community, it's a sisterhood, it is um, an organization, right? To help women to heal from traumas from the inside out. And I do that with workbooks, online courses, retreats, and experiences. So experiences are like conferences. Hey, my sister Toya, experiences are like conferences. So we come together once a year. We do some healing work. We break bread. Plus we learn from the different speakers that are a part of the community. They pour back into the community, right? And so that's who we are. That's what we do. Do not forget to get your ticket to the She Heal to Live experience for 2024. If you have not got your ticket yet, the link is connected here somewhere, but it's She Heal to Live experience. Get your ticket. But on today, you guys, I want to talk about my experience at the Global Legacy 2023 celebration, the recap from the conference. Let me make sure I put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Yeah, hold on one second. And so this weekend was absolutely amazing, y'all. It was in Raleigh, North Carolina. So it was my first time ever going to Raleigh. And so Raleigh is beautiful. Hey, Shalonda, how are you? Raleigh is absolutely beautiful, you guys. The scenery, with the fall, all of the leaves, all of the trees. I say I can move to Raleigh if I wanted to, right? But I loved the whole experience in Raleigh. So I want to talk about what I took away from the conference, right? And so if you don't know what Global Legacy is, Global Legacy is a team that I am a part of in direct sales and network marketing. Yes, I am proud to be a direct sales and network marketer because direct sales and network marketing absolutely changed my life when it comes to mindset, when it comes to developing myself personally, right? And growing. Because a lot of times, once you graduate high school, once you go into corporate America, you stop growing. You just go to work to pay bills and you stop working on yourself, developing your mindset and, doing things that you love to do. And so in direct sales and network marketing, we help people, right, with amazing, amazing products that helps them right from the inside out. And so we help them with all natural products. And so our products consist of the amazing noni juice. Where's my noni at? So the amazing noni juice. And so noni helps with boosting your immune system. It helps with inflammation. It helps with chronic pain. It helps with whatever you got going on in the inside of your body. It's like a GPS. It's going to go to that area and it's going to help it. Right. And so, that's what noni juice does. And so, this is the product that we help people with. There are other products as well. The amazing skinny drops, right? The skinny drops. I love the skinny drops, and I'm gonna talk about the testimonies on these too. But I love the skinny drops because it's gonna help you suppress your appetite, but it's gonna help balance your hormones, and it's gonna help you lose some weight, right? So these are some of the products that we endorse. But we use the products, we get results, and we share it with people. That's what we do, right? And Global Legacy Team is led by the amazing Greg Scott and his beautiful wife, Dr. Lanika Scott, right? The amazing servant leaders. And that's the first thing I want to talk about, servant leadership, right? So when we got to the conference, on that Friday, we got a chance to hang out with the other teammates. But on Saturday, we got a chance to see how our amazing leaders served us, right? They came in, they made sure that everything was set up. Everything was to par. What I love about them as servant leaders, they don't just talk about doing things, they actually do it, right? And so on Saturday night, we seen how they just worked and poured into the decor, into the room, right? Making sure that everything was together, making sure that the decor was together, the food was together, the ambiance was together. And they did it, right? They didn't have to do these things. They took the time to do it. They could have hired somebody to actually come decorate the room. They could have hired somebody to plan the whole event, but they did it themselves, right? As servant leaders. Servant leadership is that thing that's going to take your business to the next level, right? And not just your business. Like if you have an organization, whether you're a nonprofit, whether you have just teammates, even in corporate, servant leadership is that thing that's going to help take you to the next level. And they just served. They did it with a humble heart, with excitement, and just wanted to be able to see us excited, right? Servant leadership is the first thing that I saw. And I'm like, these people are amazing, right? They're multimillionaires, right? And they're serving. They could have hired somebody, but they took the time, they took the detail, especially Dr. Lanika. They took the detail, right, to make sure that every centerpiece was right, to make sure that the Christmas tree decorations were right. They brought whole Christmas trees from their house, y'all, to the gala for the decor. And the leadership team, each and every one of the leadership teams, right? Denise Lee, I love Denise Lee, right? Then they have the Tammy and Andrew Smith. Also Pam and Nate McCrae, Dr. Tanya and oh my goodness, Dexter Scott. I'm like, oh Lord, how am I forgetting people? And then they have Nicole and Frank. I'm sorry, Freddie, not Frank. Freddie, right? Herzart. All of those are part of the leadership team, and they just all came together, right? It's no jealousy in the organization at all. You know, sometimes when you have organizations, sometimes you have people that are jealous of the other person. It's just all one team, one band, one sound, where everybody wants everybody to win. And that is something rare, especially in this industry. A lot of times in this industry, you have people that they just want to bring the next person down. But instead of bringing the next person down, you know, like crabs in a barrel, they're actually lifting the next person up. Like they want everybody to win, everybody to win. Because guess what? If you help enough people get what they want, you in return will get what you want. And so that's what I love about network marketing. That's what I love about this amazing team. I also want to talk about some of the notes that I took away from Denise Lee. Okay. So Denise Lee is a 7-figure income earner. She was originally a nurse, right? A nurse supervisor. And I might be saying your old position wrong. So if you hear me, Miss Denise, I'm sorry if I said it wrong, but I know she was in the medical industry, right? And so she went from medical industry to this industry. And in this industry, she was able to pay off her mother's home that was going into foreclosure. She paid off her home. She did all these amazing things, sent her kid to college, debt free, all of these different things, right? Because of this industry. And so on Saturday, she gave us some notes. And so these are some of the notes that I took away, and these are some of the things that I wanted to share with you guys about what she said. And so before I share with that, I want to talk about before I came live. Hey, look, Quita, how are you, beautiful? Before I came live, I took a point to look at the goals that I wrote down for 2023 for my personal self, right? My personal goals and my business goals. And I was a little disappointed, right? Because it was like 8 goals that I had wrote down. I only really accomplished about 2 goals out of the 8. And I asked myself, well, why did I only accomplish 2 of the 8? And that was because I lost focus. I lost focus on what it was that I was supposed to do in 2023 and what my goals were in 2023. I lost focus. And the reason why I said that is because the number one thing that Denise Lee talked about on Saturday was be super clear about what it is that you want, right? Be super clear about what it is that you want. And so for me, I have to ask myself, what is it that I want in business? What is it that I want in life? And be super clear about that thing. And when I be super clear about it, the next thing that she said is you got to become fanatical about your goals, right? And so I'm like, okay, I understand that, but what is fanatical? And so I had to look up what fanatical means. And fanatical means extremely interested in that thing, right? And so that means I have to be really interested and really excited about what it is that I want. And then number three, I have to take massive action about going to go get that thing, right? I have to not focused. I have to stop allowing things from the outside, right, to stop me from the goal that I have in front of me. Hey, Sade, how are you, beautiful? And so it happens in life, right? In life, when we make a decision that we're going to do something, everything that can happen happens in life, right? Your children start acting crazy, right? Your spouse start acting crazy. Your job it's chaos on the job. All of these different things. When you make a decision to go after what you say you want to go after. Hey, LaQuadia, it was so good to see you this weekend. I wanted to get a picture of you, but I didn't get a chance. You was gone before I looked up, right? So let me get back to this thing. But you have to, you get unfocused because of life happening around you. And that was one of the things that happened to me in 2023, where I only accomplished two out of the eight things, or two or three things out of the eight things that I had listed for my 2023 goals. I allowed life to stop me from being focused, right? So as I go into 2024, I have to be super clear about what it is that I want. That's what I'm putting doctor in front of your name, Denise. That's what Denise Lee said on Saturday. Okay. Another thing she said is we have to get back to the thing of being so happy and grateful, right? I'm so happy and grateful that this is going to happen. And I'm so happy and grateful in my current moment, because a lot of times we forget about the current moment. Like we do not take the time to appreciate where we currently are, because we're too busy focused on trying to go get the next thing instead of being focused on what we've currently accomplished, right? I don't know about y'all, but I found myself doing that a lot of times. You know, I could have accomplished something and I'm not staying in that moment just for a little while and appreciating those things at that moment. I'm too busy focused about what's going to happen in the future, right? And so just getting really focused and being happy and grateful now, seeing that that next thing is going to happen for you, right? The next thing that she talked about on Saturday is telling your money where it's going to go. That's a good one. Because a lot of times when we get paid, and be honest with yourself, when we get paid, we just start to pay the things that we know for sure that has to be paid. The light bill, the water bill, the cable bill, not cable, I don't do cable, but the internet bill, we already know where it's going, instead of telling our money where it's going to go, telling our money that it's going to go in this investments, telling our money that it's going to go in this stock, telling our money that it's going to go and be poured back into our business, right? So that we can have the tools and resources that we need. But we have to tell our money what to do with it, right? And not allowing our money to rule us. That was another thing that she said on Saturday. Okay. The next thing she said was, be careful about what goes in your ear gates and your eye gates. That is very important, right? Because what goes in your ear gates and what goes in your ear gates and your eye gates, I don't know where my ears and my eyes are, right? But what goes in your ear gates and your eye gates, it is going to affect how you move. So you got to be careful what you're watching. You got to be careful what you're listening to. Are you somebody that's focused on TV all the time and reality TV shows? You're watching other people live their life instead of you crafting the life that you desire to live? Right? Are you watching a whole bunch of drama to where drama is all the things that's going on in your life? It's drama, toxicity, chaotic, right? Or are you doing things like listening to podcasts, listening to people that inspire you, right? Listening to people that have been where you are, right? That's going to help form and focus on where you're going. Are you reading? What's the last book that you read? Right? What are you currently reading right now? What's the current audiobook that you're listening to? Those things matter. So be careful of what you give your ear gates and your eye gates to. Another thing that she didn't say, but I'm going to add to the thing is, be careful who you hang around. Birds of a feather flock together. I'm going to credit this one to Patricia Parker, right? Who you hang around matters. If you hang around 3 to 4 people that are not going anywhere, 3 to 4 people that are consistently okay with where they are mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, then guess what? You're going to be that fourth person that's stagnant, that's not focused on no goals, that's okay with just getting by, that's okay with living paycheck to paycheck, then guess what? You're going to continue to be in that circle and you will never elevate to the next level. Or do you have people around you? Hey, Angela, how are you? Do you have people around you that pour into you? Right? That help bring the greatness on the inside of you out, that help inspire you to go after your dreams and goals. That's not just inspiring you, but teaching you and giving you the game, right? Of how to take your life to the next level in every single area, mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, right? Who's in your circle? The people in your circle, is it all about you giving withdrawals, right? You taking away from you, or is it reciprocity? Where it's a give and take situation. All your relationships should be reciprocity. It should not be where you're just constantly giving, and never getting anything in return. Your relationships have to be a relationship of reciprocity. Okay. That's the next thing. That's credit from Patricia Parker, baby. And that's life lessons. I've had to learn that. I've had to cut some people off. Like, man, every time I get on the phone with you, all I hear is about your problems, right? You don't even know what's going on with me because all I hear about is what's going on in your life and your problems, right? You got to evaluate your circle. Who's in your circle? It matters, okay? The next thing that she said, that you have to be mindful of is controlling your emotions, right? That's one that I have to work on, controlling your emotions. Because, baby, let me tell you this. When I am feeling depleted and drained and frustrated in my personal life, it pours into my business. It pours into my business because it stops me from moving the way that I need to move, right? My husband could have pissed me off. My children could have pissed me off. And now I don't want to do nothing when it comes to business. But it stops me from doing what I'm supposed to be doing, right? Doing what I'm supposed to pour into somebody. So that moment when I'm pissed and aggravated, I'm taking it and I'm soaking in that energy instead of taking that energy and pouring out because somebody needs what God has placed on the inside of me. But being really mindful of controlling your emotions. That's one of the things that I am personally going to make sure that I work on in 2024. All right. And the last thing that she said, which is true, and I say this all the time, when you make a decision, right? When you make a decision that you are going all in for your dreams, your goals, and your purpose, and when you give God that, yes, God, I trust you, it's your will and not my will, all hell will break loose in your life because that's the truth. Because what happens is the devil, he all right, his thing is, oh, I see she got it. She about to go after her dreams and goals. She about to go touch these people and change these people's lives. Oh, we can't have that happen on my clock, right? That's the devil conversation to itself and to his demons, right? So we're going to push everything after her that I know that's going to stop her off of her tracks. So the devil, he knows what stops us. He knows what our desires are. He knows what our needs are. And so that very thing that we desire and need, right? That's going to stop us from being able to move where we need to go. He's going to send it our way. All hell is going to break loose. Something's going to happen with your parents. Something's going to happen with your siblings. Something's going to happen with your spouse. Something's going to happen with your children. And that's where you have to stay focused, y'all. You got to get crystal clear and focus on what it is that you want, which is number one of what Denise Lee said. All right. So those are like some of the biggest takeaways that I had from the event. I also want to talk about, let me see, because I wrote my stuff down because I wanted to be very intentional and I want to make sure I stay on track and not get off track. You know, you can get off track real quick when you go live. Okay. The next thing was the testimonials. The testimonials that were there on the event. So I'm going to talk about two of the testimonials that were powerful. My sister Dominique, her testimony on PCOS, right, was powerful. It was powerful because she said for years She had been trying to find something to help regulate her hormones, but not just that, to lose the weight. She was scheduled for weight loss surgery, y'all. She was scheduled for weight loss surgery. Okay. She was scheduled for weight loss surgery, but she was introduced to the amazing skinny drop, y'all. I call this peanut butter and jelly. Peanut butter, jelly, skinny drops, right? She was introduced to the skinny drops, and the skinny drops was able to help her. I think she lost about 30 pounds. And if I'm wrong, Angela, drop down how much she lost fully. But I think it was like 30 pounds. So she lost about 30 pounds. She went from a size 20 to a size 12. And y'all probably like, well, how in the hell she went from a 20 to a 12 in only 30 pounds? Because it started to trim the waist, right? It started to trim the waist. So I don't know if y'all can see my waist, but it started to trim the waist, which is what it's starting to do for me as well. It targets the waist area. It targets your hormones, and it really helped her jump. It really helped her to actually lose the weight, because prior to the drops, y'all, she was trying everything. She was eating clean. She was drinking water. She was working out. She was doing everything that she was supposed to do, but the weight wouldn't come off because of the PCOS. But it was had to do with her hormones. And so I love the drops, because the drops are changing lives, y'all, from a size 20 to a size 12, 28 pounds. So I was a couple of pounds short, over. But it balances the body. It balances the body. Yeah, I use these drops. I have personally lost 25 pounds. Okay. I'm down 2 pen size. Okay. It also balanced my hormones, because I was having hot flashes. I had a partial hysterectomy 10 years ago, and I started to see some of the symptoms of hot flashes and stuff like that recently. But this has helped me. I also used to be one of those people that, I used to be making that noise with sinuses. My sister Toya tell you all the time. I talk to her every morning, baby. I used to be making that noise. But ever since I've been taking the drops, yeah, I don't do that anymore. These drops work, y'all. I'm telling you. And just like my sister Dominique, I also was doing the right activities before I got introduced to the drops, and the weight wasn't coming off. But they're moving. Y'all, I went to Raleigh this weekend. I ate bad. I drank bad. I didn't gain any weight. I didn't gain any weight. And so these are phenomenal. So if you're looking for, if one of your goals, because I don't do resolutions, but if one of your goals in 2024 is to lose weight, is to make sure that your hormones are balanced. If you're going through menopause, you need these drops, right? Get with me, or get with somebody if they referred you to this video. Get with them and get you some drops. Get you some drops, y'all. These drops. So that was an amazing testimony. The next testimony was on the noni juice, right? Was Miss LaQuadia. Miss LaQuadia, and I don't know if she's still watching, but I know she was on earlier. She has sickle cell, y'all. Sickle cell. And she say the noni has completely changed her life when it comes to sickle cell. So with sickle cell, a lot of times people are in pain a lot. Their body is in pain. And since she's been using the noni, no more pain for the sickle cell. That speaks volume. Y'all, noni juice, I've heard so many testimonies on noni juice. People started to get off of walkers and walking straight with the noni juice. That's Danita's mother, right? People are no longer dealing with arthritis, right? No medical claims, okay? No medical claims. People are no longer dealing with the chronic illnesses and pains that they've had. Y'all, noni juice is for real. It's a super fruit. This is a God given gift to us for healing, right? So if you hadn't tried the noni juice, get you some noni in your life. Get you some noni in life. I promise you it will change your life. You'll thank me later, right? You'll have to thank me later. Yeah, I can't go a day without noni either, man. And when I came back home, I took more noni juice, because for some reason my arm was hurting. Like, I got ready to lift my bag up in the airplane, and it's like my arm was acting crazy. I took a whole cup of noni juice last night, and guess what? I'm able to lift my arm with no problems, right? Good old noni juice. So those are the biggest takeaways that I had from this weekend, y'all. And my last takeaway is the community, y'all. The community. It was just like a big family reunion. Like the people that you see online, you finally get a chance to see them in person. If you hadn't seen them before, you get a chance to break bread with them, get to know them more on a personal level, and just have a good time, y'all. This organization, Global Legacy Team, is about uplifting, inspiring, and just helping the next person become the best version of them, right? So if you are not in business with us, stop looking from the outside and join us. Come learn about how you can change your life with these amazing products, how you can share with other people, how you can create and build a legacy for your family. One thing I know for sure is you can't build a legacy on your job. That job can let you go at any given time. How do I know? Because I've been laid off probably about 8 times in life, y'all, because I'm in the mortgage industry. I just got laid off a couple of weeks ago, right? But it's all good because God already had me prepared. He told me in the beginning of the year that this was going to be my last year working a job. He had already told me, so he had already prepared me. He prepared me because one, he introduced me to the noni juice in May of this year, and also my own personal brand, Ladies of Faith Over Fear, y'all. It is a brand that helped women to heal from the inside out. And so when God gave me this component, I was like, man, that's a game changer. It's to help with people health, and it has healing components. Like I help people to heal, y'all, from trauma. And I'm like, okay, well, how can I incorporate this noni? And when I went to the conference, the first conference this year, Papa John said it's a healing fruit and a healing juice. And God was like, boom, that's it. That's the last thing to tie it to it, right? So I help women to heal from the inside out, become the best version of them, right? So if you haven't got your ticket to the She Heal to Live experience that's going to happen in Dallas, Texas, March the 1st, 2nd, or 3rd of 2024, what you waiting on? Get your ticket. And if you are in business, network marketing, right? It's a place to help you and the people on your team break those chains of trauma, because trauma affects your business. I talked about that earlier. The emotions, when you have things going on in life, the emotions, right, that you deal with, it affects you from being able to move in business. Get your ticket, get your whole team to get a ticket, right? Come to the conference. Come do the healing work. Come join another sisterhood, Ladies of Faith Over Fear, that we love on you. We're sisters that's going to pray for you and not pray on you. Okay? We're going to pray for you. We're going to help you. We're going to be that stepping stone to help you get to that next. We're going to help you in every area, mentally, physically, emotionally, and in your business. Y'all, at the conference, not only will I be there to help you heal, but I also have my sisters that's going to be there. Toya, she is our transformational coach, life coach, that's going to help you be transparent in your transformation. She's going to be there. I also have my sister, Dr. Erica, in finances, y'all. She going to help you take your finances to the next level because there's financial trauma. Let's talk about this. Money don't grow on trees is something that you heard growing up. People said that because they didn't have a lot of money. And so it starts to form the mindset in your money. We have to break that mindset on a poverty mindset when it comes to finances and have a wealth and abundance mindset. Because see, the God in the Bible, Jesus, Yahweh, Yeshua, he talks about we can live with prosperity and abundance. Okay. So Dr. Eric is going to help you to change your finances. Then I have my sister, Brandy Walker. She is a beast when it comes to business and systems, right? She's going to help you transform your business so that you can go from wherever you are in business and take that thing to the next level and to help you break those traumas in your business. And my last sister, Dr. Shawanda Petit, she's going to help those women to really recognize where you are in your relationships, or if you have been affected by in a relationship that has some type of domestic violence, right? And domestic abuse, and how to overcome that situation. If you're currently in that, or if you've been in it in previous times and didn't recognize it, she's going to help you with that. Y'all, we're going to have 3 days of amazing, amazing fun. On Friday, it's all on the business owners. You get a chance to ask questions and get a chance to be in the room with 6 and 7 figure income earners. Okay. That's on Friday. On Saturday, it'll be our main event with all of those speakers. That night, we're going to do a 90s party. I was born in the 80s, and I think the 90s was like the best era ever. Okay. And so we're going to have fun. We get a chance to dress up in our 90s outfits. And then on Sunday, we're going to do praise and worship, have an amazing time, get poured back into, because I believe that anything that I do, it has to have God involved in it. And so we're going to worship on Sunday. So if you have not gotten your ticket, stop waiting. Go to She Here to Live Experience, get your ticket, give your sister, your mother, yourself the healing, the gift of healing for Christmas. Instead of buying things that you don't need, that's just going to sit on the dresser or sit in the bathroom or sit in the shelf, get the gift of healing. Okay. So I know a thing because I've been through a thing, right? I've been through teenage pregnancy trauma, right? It was trauma attached to that. Okay. I had my baby at 15. I got pregnant at 14. My mother was a single parent. It was some trauma attached to that. All right. Then I also went through some daddy issues. All right. Growing up, my father was not as present as I desired. Now we have an amazing relationship, especially after my mom transitioned. Me and my dad's relationship we're building it. It's amazing. But growing up, I had daddy issues. And because I had those daddy issues, I found myself in multiple relationships, y'all, that was not good for me. Right. And because of that, I experienced infidelity in a lot of relationships that played on my mental. All right. I've been able to overcome all of those things, right? I've also been able to overcome dealing with a child that was sick. My daughter is 13 now, but when she was 2, she had cancer, y'all. That take a toll on not just the patient, but the people around the patient, the family, the mom, the dad, the siblings. It takes a toll, and it's trauma. I've been able to overcome all those things. And if I can do it, you can do it. And so whatever your trauma may be, it could be childhood trauma. You might have been molested as a child. You might have been sexually abused as a child. I don't know. Your teenage years, your adult years in college, those things play on us. And if we haven't taken the time to be intentional about the healing, those things will continue to play on your mind until you tell it that I will no longer allow you to run my life. I will no longer allow the trauma to allow me to move the way I move. I am going to heal from this thing, and I'm going to move, and I am going to walk in purpose and walk in the calling that God has called me to walk in, and nothing will stop me, right? That's what the conference is going to do for you. Okay. The conference will do that for you because we have testimonials from people that are walking in purpose. They weren't doing ministry before the conference. Now they're back into ministry. They didn't know their purpose before their conference. Now they're operating in their purpose. And so, y'all, I know that God gave me healing. And, I used to be like, well, why am I going through this, God? I was going through it not for me, but for you, for that queen that needs to heal. That's why I went through all the nonsense. That's why I went through all the drama. That's why I went through everything like, okay, God, look, I'm tired of this. Why I got to be the one for this? Because of you. All right. So if you ain't got your ticket, get your ticket. That is the call to action today. Get your ticket to the She Heal to Live experience. And also your call to action is join me in business as well to transform your life from the inside out. I'm not looking for everybody because it's okay for people to tell me no. I'm cool with that. I'm only looking for those that really want to be able to grow. They want to be able to grow, evolve. They want to be able to learn and take action to change their life because they know that God has placed something on the inside of them that's greater, right, than them. They know that God didn't place them on the earth just to work a job, right? And I'm not knocking a job day in and day out because jobs are necessary. But God put you on this earth to do something special. He had put a purpose inside of you. Do not be that person that go to their grave with all the dreams, the goals, the inventions, the businesses, the nonprofits on the inside of them. It's time to birth those things. 2024 is birthing season. Allow me to help you birth that thing, right? So join me in business. Get in my inbox. Let's talk about it. Allow me to help you join me in business. And if you want to use the products as a customer, you can do that as well. I would love to help you. Hey, Tamara. I would love to help you. All right. So I love you guys. Yeah, I'm loving my transformation, right? I'm loving my transformation. I was like, oh, my booty is coming on now, right? That's just who I am, y'all. What you see is what you get. Okay. I'm the same person online that I am offline. But these products are transforming my life. And so if you're looking to get your life transformed from the inside out, get with me, right? I'm going to help you. I'm going to serve. I'm going to serve. I love you until you show me a reason not to love you, right? But I'm going to love you, right? Even if you do me wrong, I'm still not going to have no hard feelings because guess what? Betrayal will happen. I don't know who this for. Somebody needs to hear this because I was about to get off. Betrayal will happen. People gonna stab you in your back. People that you like, that you didn't help and went over and beyond for, they will stab you in your back, right? Because betrayal is a part of the process of growth. It happened to Jesus. He was betrayed by Judas. That was amongst his circle. Out of his 12 disciples, he already knew that they were going to betray him. He was betrayed. So what makes me think, or what make you think that you will be any different, that you wouldn't have betrayal? It's a part of the process for your next. So if you've been betrayed, if somebody done stabbed you in the back recently, know that you're about to go to your next, because betrayal happened before elevation. Okay. All right. So that's it for you guys on today. Come back on Wednesday. I'll be back for Winning Wednesday to inspire you. If you are inside of the community, there will be some activity going on today. Shawanda Midcalf will inspire you with Monday motivation on tonight. Then we'll have Dr. Shawanda Petit on Tuesday talking about how she overcame. And then on Wednesday, we're going to have the amazing Taquita Sims. She's going to do intercessory prayer. So if you're not a part of Ladies of Faith Over Fear free community, it's free now. Next year it's not going to be free. But if you're not in the free Ladies of Faith Over Fear community, click the link in my bio and join the community absolutely free. It's a place where you can get your cup filled on a daily basis. I love you guys. Hey, Yakura, how are you, girl? I love you guys. I will see you guys back on Wednesday because I'm being very consistent with going live. I want to pour back into you guys. I want to be able to get to know my followers, my friends, and those that want to get a chance to know me, right? I want to be able to do that. So come back on Wednesday around the same place, same time, right? To get inspired. Have an amazing, amazing day on purpose. Remember, you're born for greatness. Don't forget the call to actions. Get your ticket, She Healed to Live experience. Join me in business or become a customer, right? If you want to do that, hit me up in my inbox. Have an amazing day on purpose, and I'll talk to you guys soon.